If you're new here, my name's Elizabeth and I'm with Country Peony. And at Country Peony, I like to showcase simple crafts and whimsical spaces full of color. So if that is your vibe, then I would love for you to follow me here on YouTube. Please feel free to subscribe and also follow me over at countrypeony.com. I'm always posting new tutorials and blog posts. Okay, let's get started. So the tools that you're gonna need is you're gonna need a really beautiful piece of fabric, as well as this adorable embroidery hoop, and they come in these really fun colors. I actually got this at the dollar store, but you can purchase it at your local craft store, on Amazon, wherever. And then some really fabulous craft scissors as well. And then last but not least, a needle felting needles. And for that, I love to use Clover's pen style needle felting tool. This has 3 needles in it already, which makes the process really fast and really, really fun. And then a mat. So for the mat, you can use anything from a heavy duty styrofoam to a foam, or you can use a mat, brush mat, like I have here. If you're gonna do more than one of these, I think you should just invest in one of these because it's amazing and it sounds really cool, so stay tuned. Oh, and last but not least, you're gonna need a cookie cutter. I am going to do a piece of heart art, but you can do whatever you have and whatever you wanna try this on. Hearts are really fun to start with. You're gonna decide on your color palette. You know that I love color, so I had a really hard time with this, but I got this adorable pack from Free Spirit. Look at these colors, they're fabulous. And how did that get in there? I don't know. So I really love the stripes and the colors on this one. And since we are doing a blue embroidery hoop, I thought that would be really, really pretty. And we're gonna do my favorite wool color, which is the stunning neon pink. So I think that all pairs really well together, but again, you can do whatever you want. The only thing with stripes is you need to make sure that they are straight up and down. So maybe you wanna start with a polka dot or a floral print or something like that, but I will still show you how that works. Now that you've decided on your fabric, you're gonna choose the color of your wool roving. I'm going with this neon pink, but wool roving comes in so many fun and beautiful colors. You really just have to decide. And they come in fun packs at your local craft store as well. And so whenever you're working with wool roving, you always tear it. You do not cut it because you want these rough edges because it really blends that felting process a lot easier. Okay, so I've got my wool, I've got my embroidery hoop, and I've got my beautiful fabric. So now we're going to open up this embroidery hoop all the way. You're just gonna twist that, and then you're gonna open it up, and then you're going to place the fabric on top of it. So you're gonna place the fabric directly on top. Okay, so now you're gonna bring the screw back through just to tighten it. And that's all you're doing is you're tightening your embroidery hoop so that it stays secure and in place. And you're honestly gonna keep tightening it until you cannot tighten it anymore. Okay, now let's start the felting process. This is so much fun. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your piece and you're gonna place it onto your mat, if that's a styrofoam mat or whatever you have. And then you're gonna take your cookie cutter and you're gonna place it wherever you want that to go. So mine is gonna go directly in the middle. It's gonna be beautiful, okay? And then from here, we're gonna take our roving wool and we're gonna place it inside. So one thing with felting is you can always add more as you go. It's really hard to take the wool away once you get started, so start with small and add more as you go. And then you're gonna take your pen style needle felting tool. I like to always put a guard on mine because these needles are really, really sharp. Okay, and then you're just gonna start felting away. So all you do is you're gonna hold your cookie cutter in place. Do you hear that? It's so cool. And then I like to work my way on the outside and then work on the inside. Start on the outside. And all this is doing, and so these needles have barbs on the ends of them, and what that does is it takes your wool, it brings it together, and it turns it into felt. It's a really magical process. And this is a great beginner-friendly craft if you want to get started. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna felt around your heart, and you're just gonna keep going. And you might see your wool starting to peek out on the sides. like so. That is totally fine. Just keep going. Just keep holding that cookie cutter down and keep felting. If you work around the outside corners of the cookie cutter, you will create a nice defined shape, which is really what you want, because when you pull that cookie cutter off, it's got to be able to stand on its own. And so just making sure that you focus in on the outside and then working on the inside as well. It's so therapeutic. I love it so, so much. And making sure to watch your fingers, because this is very dangerous because these needles are very sharp. Okay, moment of truth. I think we're done. That did not take very long at all. You can see we are pretty much felted. So I'm gonna carefully peel this heart off, and oh my goodness, this is so, so cute. Look at this. Look how cute that is. That is adorable. I've got a really cute little felted heart. I love it so much. And so you will notice some of the ends are not perfect, and you can keep it like that. Couple options. You can put that cookie cutter right back on there and continue to felt it. That's one option, just to get those nice crisp lines. Or you can go in and kind of pierce the sides like so. Either way, just have so much fun with it and take your time, enjoy the process. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm really happy with it. Look how cute that is. I love it so much. So from here, there's a couple of things you can do. You can trim around it. You can bring it together to create a beautiful finished product on the back. For this one, I honestly think I'm just gonna cut around it because I kind of love that rough edge on the outside of it. It doesn't make it look too precious. It's kind of fun, it's whimsical, and it looks super handmade. So I'm just gonna trim around with my fancy scissors, just around the outside into a big square. You can also do a round to match your embroidery hoop. I kind of like the look of the square because it's a fun juxtaposition. I just love using that word, juxtaposition. Okay, so we're gonna keep cutting. Okay, moment of truth. What do you think? Isn't it adorable? I love it so much, and it did not take me very long. It is so, so cute. So now you can put a magnet on the back of it, stick it on your fridge. You can turn it into beautiful wall art. Either way, I hope you have so, so much fun making this. Thank you so much for following along. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon.